Hello, I'm Mike. What if small business leads built themselves and enriched themselves instantly using AI, even getting an AI agent to call small business leads on the fly? Well, in around 10 minutes, we will build something with AI that searches a US government website for small businesses, sends them to a table, enriches them with AI, and even finds the phone number to make a call with a tool called SynthFlow. Let's dive in. I'll be using a tool called Apify, which basically can make an API for any website, and we'll be using the small business search website from the US government to find, well, whatever it is we're looking for. For instance, I can type in plumber and instantly have a bunch of business connections with email addresses. Now, the real power of using Apify is you can build your own actors which can search and pull information from the web and store in nice tables for you. I'll post a link to use them down below if you're inspired by this video. Let's build our own actor now to get that data. Now, inside Apify, we can click Develop New, and we can choose from a code template. But we're not going to do that. We're going to let AI do all this for us. Here I am inside Cursor, and I've basically copied and pasted a load of documents from Apify into a big agents.md file, which will tell my AI exactly how to build my actor, which is something that searches the web for me. Now, to build this, we'll use OpenAI Codex, and I'll also use an MCP tool called Chrome DevTools to check the website and find how it works. Chrome DevTools will spin up a virtual web browser to find how the website works. First, install Codex. I've already done that. And next, we'll install Google Chrome DevTools with one command as well. And that's all set. Now I can clear my terminal down and I can type Codex --YOLO, you only live once, to run in automated mode. Now you'll see I get OpenAI Codex all loaded up. I'm using the GPT-5 Codex High model to do this, and because I've got all the instructions in my agents.md file, all I need to do is go to the web and grab a copy of this web URL, and we'll just type in a simple prompt: build an Apify actor for this site, and then paste in the URL and hit enter. First, you can see it's made a nice to-do list of exactly what it's going to do, such as reviewing structure, analyzing sites, and implementing the logic. It's read the agents.md file, so it knows exactly what it has to do. Now you can see it's preparing to spin open a web browser. This is not me controlling the computer. This is my AI tool spinning up this website and testing it out. Now we can see it's actually entered the search box and typed a search, it's found some results, and it's verifying through the dev tools exactly what's happening with this website in order to choose the perfect template and build this actor right here inside Cursor for me. Now, do remember, as this is getting built out, use tools like this respectfully, respect terms of service, and also use it for research and outreach, not spam. As you can see here, it's investigating how all the advanced search functions work so we can get a really good actor that can search this website programmatically for me. The best thing about Codex is it doesn't stop until it's got a working product, so you can go away and do other things while your AI agent completely codes your Apify actor for you. Look at this, I'm not touching the keyboard, but yet the Chrome browser is being controlled by AI. This is a real example, in my opinion, of where AI and automation is going. Okay, it's updating the code. You can see all the US states are being added here as filters. Now, if we go ahead and look at storage and data sets, we can see some data has been pulled in and real results are actually getting pulled locally by my Apify actor. This is fantastic news, indicating it's working. Okay, it's updated the plan. It's ticked everything off. It's wrapping up here. 16 minutes of work and my Apify actor is ready to go. So now that this is all created, I'm going to actually create and publish this on GitHub, and I'll publish this as a private repository on my own Git profile. Now, under New Actor in Apify, I can just link a Git repository. I've now linked to this repository. I'll click Add. There it is, created. And now we need to build the actor for the first time using this button. Now, it failed the first build. Don't worry, this is a common thing. We'll let Codex fix it for us. Okay, now the build is succeeded. We can go to the beautiful input area and type in a search just like we would on the website, but this time we're doing it programmatically. Let's type in New York, and the search term will be plumber. We can save and start. And you'll see our actor will spin into action, spinning up this little virtual computer in the cloud to find the data we need. And for a quick test, I just wanted to get 4 results. That's exactly what I have. And when I go to the output, we can view all this rich data of plumber companies that are based in New York. Okay, that's great. So in a short amount of time, we've learned the power of building an Apify actor to grab data from the internet, But what about putting it into a workflow where we can enrich that data and maybe even reach out automatically to those companies? Well, that's where after a run, we can insert an integration and we can call a webhook to start a Zapier automation. We'll just say start when run succeeded, and then here we'll need to put a URL in, which we'll grab from our Zapier automation. And for the trigger, we've selected a webhook. We'll choose to trigger the catch hook. Now it's going to give us a URL to copy and paste here into our Apify actor. With that done, every time I use my Apify actor to get data from the internet or start a search, the moment that data is collected, it'll send it off to Zapier. Let's try again and see if it works by searching for coffee in California. We'll save and start this. And you'll see here from the logs, my Apify actor managed to grab 42 coffee places in California. And now over here in Zapier, if we test this trigger, look, we've got one result. Let's open it. Now, at the moment, you'll just see a bunch of IDs and there's no actual data there. How do we get that juicy data and start doing cool things with it? Well, we need to continue from this and we need to add in the Apify integration inside Zapier with the action event of fetch dataset items. So for the dataset, we do a / and we map dataset, which is right here, from our initial webhook. Yes, it's sent from Apify to Zapier just like that. We don't need to put anything else in here, just the dataset ID. Click continue and we'll test the step. And look at this. If I open this and make it bigger, you'll actually see it's grabbed everything from the dataset. You'll see here there are 42 items in here and there's a bunch of data that we can now use in a really useful way. So just to recap, so far we've built an Apify actor inside Cursor using OpenAI Codex. We deployed it via Git to Apify and we're able to put inputs in here and start it. We used an integration, a webhook, to send the data over to Zapier. Zapier then receives the dataset and fetches all the items. And now we'll go ahead and we will loop through each item using looping by Zapier. We'll create that loop from line items and we choose what to pass into the loop. So first of all, the legal business name. I think address would be a good idea as well for each item. Contact person is going to be a great idea as well. And how about that juicy email address as well? Yep, it's working. The loop is taking just the data we need from Apify and passing it through so we can work with each item one by one. Now we've got this working, I'll enrich the data with AI. What better tool to use than Perplexity with its real-time web searching? Now for the system message, I'll say, please output only the phone number if found. Then we'll go ahead and map in the business name here. And also underneath, why not map in the business address? Okay, we can see Perplexity completed its search, and if we scroll down to look for the output, we can see it has indeed found a bunch of phone numbers from across the web. This is really cool. Now, sadly, Perplexity didn't pay attention to my instructions. It did not put only the phone number there. It actually put out quite a lot of information. So I'll now add a new step, and we'll add AI by Zapier to clean this up. You'll notice all these models, including GPT-5 Mini, is included. For this prompt, I'll say find the best number from this input and choose local over toll free where possible. Now, because AI by Zapier is always judging me and telling me I'm weak, I'll click to improve the prompt. That's just one click. I'm now okay. And because we're looking for a consistent output, I'll generate that from the prompt. And look at this, it's made two output fields, local and toll-free phone number. Let's generate a preview on this single piece of data. Boom, look at that. From the input data there, we now have a clean local number and a clean toll-free number. This is perfect. We're getting really juicy data. Let's organize it into a Zapier table. First of all, at tables.zapier.com, I will go ahead and create a brand new table. We'll start with a blank table and call it SBA Outreach. Now we'll add some fields. Okay, with all those fields created, we'll select tables here. We'll click Create Record, choose our SBA Outreach table. We're mapping in everything from our loop. And then the phone number from AI. Okay, now we've got everything built. It's time for a test run. This is going to run in real time. And you'll see right now we're running a test here and it's going through fetching all the data from Apify and looping it through in real time so that very soon we're going to see some data appear in our Zapier table. And here we go. It's just about to hit the Zapier table area. And look at this, we can actually see that our data is starting to populate in here bit by bit, and we're starting to see some phone numbers appear in the phone area where Perplexity has reached out to the web and managed to find some real leads that we can actually call. Again, favoring local numbers over toll-free. This is really cool stuff, and I'd say about 80% here of our leads actually have contact phone numbers. Okay, because we want to be ethical about this and not just spam call a bunch of businesses in bulk, I'm going to add a new field to my Zapier table with a button. We'll call this field Call Contact. We can choose a phone icon. We'll type in call as the button label, and we'll get it to trigger a zap. Now, the final step is to set up a zap, which we can create here, which will open up our editor with the trigger zap button clicked, starting our automation. Perfect, we've pulled in a record here with a phone number so we can continue. And we'll say when the button is clicked, we'll use SynthFlow AI to create a real-time voice call using our AI assistant. You'll see over here in SynthFlow, I've made Mike's AI agent with a number that can make outbound calls. So I'll copy my model ID, paste this in here, map in the phone number from Zapier Tables, map in the name from Zapier Tables. We can even give it an email as well because it has the power to follow up and email our contact after the call. This is really cool stuff, and if you want to dive deep into the capabilities of SynthFlow, definitely watch my dedicated video on how I built a SynthFlow AI agent to negotiate the best price on a taxi ride for me. Now for my AI agent prompt, I'll say, ask contact if they need British roasted coffee beans. I'll publish this zap, and for good measure, I'll publish this zap, which pulls in the data as well. And with that all done, we can go back over to our Zapier table and see we have a nice phone call button next to all of our contact details. But what's more, we don't want to call fields with blank phone numbers, so this is where we can make the perfect filter. Yes, all I've got to do to this table now is simply go up to the filter section up here. And then we'll choose add a condition, we'll choose a field, it will be the phone field, and then we'll choose starts with, and we'll put an open bracket because every field with a phone number starts with a bracket. And boom, now we've got a list ready to go and ready to call at the click of a button. All right, this is great and all that, but does it actually work in practice? First, let's pick a voice for my AI agent.
They said it couldn't be done.
Nope, not that one.
You shall behold the grandeur of Grimsby Manor.
That one. Now let's beef up the prompt a bit. Use comedy where necessary. It really is your ultimate job to sell those beans, and comedy is your best weapon. Say you'll also follow up with an email after the call. Excellent, that's great. Now all that's left to do is click one of these call buttons. Let's do it.
Can I help you?
Hello there.
Hi.
Care for a taste of the finest British roasted coffee beans?
I'm sorry, what?
Hand roasted under the misty drizzle of London mornings.
And it's okay?
Precisely. That's why we're so obsessed.
With coffee?
Buy the beans! They come in Union Jack bags. I'll throw in Prince Harry.
Well, there you go. Not too bad at all. And take a look. There's also an email that went out. As you can see there, mixing amazing tools such as Apify for grabbing data from the web by building our own actor that can do that action for us, connecting it via webhook to Zapier to get and enrich that data and place it in a Zapier table, and then connecting it into SynthFlow and being able to call each contact with the click of a single button and have our AI agent negotiate with our potential lead. This is the future of automated outreach and exactly what I bang on about all the time when I mention AI employees. We've built many of them here in just one session. I hope you got a lot out of this, and if you did enjoy it, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know what ideas are buzzing through your head after watching this video. Thank you so much for watching, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen now you should watch next. Thanks.